kind of polished aluminum looking. It's got some red and yellow. It's kind of bubbly. Thing weighs like a couple 100,000 tons or something like that, and could pull a lot of cars. And sometimes they go up hills, sometimes they go down hills, but typically they move forwards, and they pull train cars, and they use fuel. Some of them use diesel, some of them use coal. There's even a couple of them that run on propane, but that's not really a common thing. The actual fuel isn't dense enough to carry enough energy, so it's kind of less common. Steam trains are really cool though. I mean, they can make an awful lot of power from just a little bit of water and heat. Realistically, the best kind of train would be if they had a miniature nuclear reactor in a train just to generate heat for steam, and the train would run for years and years and years and years, and would really only require some water and a small amount of uranium-235. Not crazy enriched or anything. Maybe just 5-10%. The rest can just be the uranium-237, and probably have a running life of 30, 40, 50 years. Definitely outlive the train, and they could just take the fuel and move it into other trains. And I mean, the fuel itself would last quite a long time. It'd be really safe too, because it'd be such a small quantity. And I mean, steam trains don't really explode anyways, because they normally burn coal, and coal burns pretty good, and fire is pretty hot. So not as hot as nuclear stuff though, because I mean, nuclear stuff can melt metal. So there always could be a meltdown of the train, but I mean, they use thermite to weld the tracks together anyways, so probably doesn't matter. Probably would be a lot lighter too. I mean, there'd have to be some technology on the train, but realistically not too much, because I mean, back in like the early days, they made a reactor out of graphite, and they were raising and lowering the uranium in and out of the core. And yeah, it's made out of graphite bricks. It was the first like man-made nuclear reactor. There's also a naturally occurring nuclear reactor in Africa. It's underground. Basically, what happens is that it rains, and the water gets in there. The water slows down all the neutrons that are bouncing around, and it slows down enough to where they can actually cause reactions. And then the water heats up and it boils away, which stops the reaction. And then the next time it rains, it goes ahead and starts again.